Hello everyone and welcome back to the stream. I am Evia. Okay, I can't hear it. So yeah, impromptu, but hey, you know what? I bought the Fire-red. Do I care that it was 20 bucks? No, I don't. So I'm going to stream it. Because heck it, why not? More Pokemon for me to stream, legally. Ah. Pokemon turned 30 today, let's go. Hey, Charizard. Skip all that because we already know. In the world which you are about to enter, you will embark on a grand adventure with you as the hero. Speak to people, check things whenever you go, be it towns or wherever. Towns, roads, caves, gather information and hints from every source. New paths are open to you by helping people in need, overcoming challenges, and solving mysteries. At times you'll be challenged by others and attacked by wild creatures. Be brave, keep pushing on. Through your adventure, we hope that you will interact with all sorts of people and achieve personal growth. That is our biggest objective. Push A. Hey, Oak, how's it going? Hello there. Glad to meet you. Welcome to the world of Pokemon! My name is Oak. People affectionately refer to me as the Pokemon Professor. This world, Nidoran, is inhabited far and wide by creatures called Pokemon. Fun fact, Nidoran male and female were the only ones to have a gender before Gen 2. For some people, Pokemon are pets. Others use them for battling. As for myself, I study Pokemon as a profession. Honestly, I wouldn't mind doing different things in the Pokemon world that doesn't just constitutes as battling. Like, contests were alright. Same with the musical in Gen 5. But honestly, in Pokestar Studios were probably the best. It's just that it didn't really weren't like a whole focus. They were just side activities. And the musical didn't really give you anything. First, tell me a little about yourself. Boy. Oh god, you have no idea how good this feels. For some context, what I mean by how good. I own Leaf Green, the cartridge, along with Ruby, Sapphire, and Emerald, also on cartridges, and I play it with my DS Lite. The D-pad is the DS Lite is definitely showing its age, along with the D-pad. So, me being able to do this, I would have to push pretty hard on the D-pad. Not anymore. Yep, name is Evia. Let's see. Grandson. It's been here, what was his name now? Kaz. Gary. Let's do Vaporeon. I can't fit his name. His name is Jose. Was it Jose? That's right, I remember now. His name is Jose. Evia, your very own Pokemon legend is about to unfold. A world of dreams and adventures of Pokemon waits. Let's go. Home game series. Alright, first things first. Thank God. My God, I can actually use the help system. Wow, that save is really fast. I don't remember it being that fast. Try my potion. No day-night cycle in here. What? Let's put the health back on. Hi, Mom. Hi, Mom. Hey, wait, don't go out. It's unsafe. Wow, Pokemon live in tall grass. You need your own Pokeball for your protection. I know. Here, come with me. All right, inconspicuous man. Now, I know what starter I am picking. It is Bulbasaur. Unfortunately, though, we will be depositing him in the box when we are able to. Gramps, I'm fed up with waiting. Jose, what do you think? Oh, that's right. I told you to come. Just wait. Here, Ebbia, there are 3 Pokemon here. Ha Pokemon are held inside these Pokeballs. When I was young, I was a serious Pokemon trainer, but now at my old age, I have only these 3 left. Liar. You can have one. I want to choose. Hey, Gramps, no fair. What about me? Be patient, Jose. You can have one too. Yep. Oh man, Ebbia's on easy mode. Sure. Oh, remember, there's no physical special split that did not happen until Gen 4, which is Diamond, Pearl, Platinum, Heart Gold, and Soul Silver. So, the easy way to remember what type does what kind of damage. Think of the evolutions. You have Jolteon, Flareon, Vaporeon, Espeon, Umbreon, Glaceon, Leafeon. We're not counting Sylveon. So, those types, along with Dragon, do special damage. Everything else is physical. Sucks to be Bug. Alright, Endless, how you doing? Yeah, we're just skipping fast forward through this tutorial. Oh! Wow. Wow, Jose might actually beat us. Sounds good, looks good. We're gonna lose. Yep, we lost. I'm doing good. Had a nice lunch. Just got my butt kicked by Jose. Listen, I would have won if he hadn't gotten a crit. It's nice because all the buttons are basically Gen 4 set, so X brings up the menu, Y is to select. I forgot I had a potion. Oh well. Limited resources. Jolly. Oh. Yeah, that's not a good Bulbasaur. That's a speed for special attack. Oh, good thing we're not keeping it. So, the main goal, of course, to beat Elite Four, but also to capture 60 Pokemon. Not so much as capture, but just acquire 60 Pokemon to Pokédex. Potion. Yeah, behold, you actually start the game. You can start the game with 2 potions. Yeah, we actually do need to level up Bulbasaur. Oh no, bad start? Yeah. We got our butt kicked by our rival. Bulbasaur's jolly. Poisoned us. Like, honestly, if we just spec the poison moves, it'd be fine, but it's all good. We're not going to be keeping Bulbasaur. Besides, natures are really more important in competitive battling, and Well, to my knowledge, so far in my friend group, I'm probably the only one who has this game. Bulbasaur better get serious, right? Now we do need to train up Bulbasaur before we fight Brock, so it can have Vine Whip. The reason for that is because our actual starter is going to be completely useless against them. If we had won against our rival, probably wouldn't be too bad off. So, and since you're more graphically enabled than I am, what do you think so far of this be on Switch graphics? I have to say, man, it's so nice to play this on my TV. I'm actually okay with Bulbasaur being jolly for speed. I ran a Venusaur in a Gen 5 tournament once. It was my fastest Pokemon on the team, and boy, did it take people by surprise. Yes. I'm sure we'll be fine. Never mind, we'll be less fine. Okay. Shoot, really? Hold on. I have a feeling it's a 10. Yep, okay, we need to get Bulbasaur up to level 10. Interference sound. I can't tell. Alright, change it to mono. Still can't tell for me though. You know what? I tend to play with one hand quite often, so L equals A, let's go. Hey, you came from Pallet Town? Yes. You know Professor Oak, right? His order came in. Can I get you to take it to him? Sorry, I was looking something up. Alright, So our Bulbasaur is 7, so we need 3 more levels. We have Leech Seed, but it's, while good, it's not what I wanted. Gotta say, it's so nice to actually see stuff. You don't understand, the DS light screen is fairly small. Thanks, Mom. Bye, Mom. Sorry, Squirtle. Well, maybe it has my old Pokemon. Well, it seems to be growing more attached to you. Friendship isn't a thing! Evolutions isn't a thing in this game, Oak! You want a Crobat? Go beat the Elite Four and catch 60 Pokemon to get the National Dex. You want a Blissey? Do the same thing. You want an Umbreon and an Espeon? You can't get them. Period. Well, you might be able to get Espeon. Gramps, I almost forgot. What did he call me for? Oh, right. I have a request for you, too. On the desk, there's my invention, the Pokédex. It automatically records data on Pokemon you've seen or caught. Professor Labative from Legends Arceus is just like, freaking what? It's a high-tech encyclopedia. Nebby and Jose, take these with you. Can't get detailed data on Pokemon by just seeing them, says Gen 4. You must catch them to obtain complete data. So here are some tools for catching wild Pokemon. Yay! This won't always work. Too old, can't get the job done, so I want you to fulfill my dream for me. We actually can't finish the Pokédex in here because the whole Umbreon and Espeon issue. I think in order to actually finish them, you needed to trade them from one of the Pokemon Coliseum games. Because again, there's no day and night cycle. Why? I don't know. I guess in terms of development, they're like, okay, we need to cut something out in order for this to actually work. Day-night cycle? Okay, sure. Nebby, I hate to say it, it won't be necessary for this. I know, I'll borrow a town map from my sis. I'll tell her to lend you one, Nebby. Haha. Haha. Don't bother coming around to my place after this. Alright. So, the cruddy thing is that since we lost against our rival, we don't have extra prize money. Kinda needed that. One of the Pokemon I will be getting for my team involves the Game Corner. Thanks, Daisy. Now you're probably like, oh my god, Epi is going to do gambling? Here's the thing. Alright, I'm gonna be serious here. The gambling in Pokemon is in a gray area because yes, it's still gambling. However, you don't use real money at all. Period. You use the Poké Dollars. They got rid of the Game Corner after Gen 4. I'm okay with this. I have nothing against that decision. The thing is that I am not going to play the slots because it's easier to just buy the coins, and one of the Pokemon I want to use is a prize at the game corner. So we're going to be saving up money. We are barely going to be buying any items. Hi, Pidgey. Behold, our actual starter. Well, I don't like to remember all the times when I had to play it in gold and silver and crystal and ugh. So happy to get those chances, but god man, screw those freaking golems. Does not like to fight. It hides in tall grass and so on, foraging for food such as small bugs. Rip Weedles and Caterpies. Alright, the name. Soletta. Let's see. Palm. Alright. Yeah, it's from Witch of Mercury. Raises special defense but lowers physical attack. I mean, yeah, it's a Pidgey, but it's still kind of rough. Alright, have a good day, Endless. Behold. Oh, okay. Oh no, we're not getting rid of her. I can believe it's not butter, can you? Hi, Caravan. I don't know the context for that one. Yeah, we're not getting rid of it. Like I said, natures aren't super huge unless it's competitive, and Bulbasaur, you are not having a good track record right now. Here we go. No. I got 2 HP back, and that killed me. Jeff, we are not doing a great job in this run so far. We lost against our rival, we've had to use one of our very limited items, aka a potion. I know about Mystery Gift. Will it work? I don't know. Actually, let's give it a shot. God, saving is so fast in here. You don't have a wonder card. Yeah, honestly though, I don't think this will work. It's just for the Mystic ticket and the Aurora ticket, which basically is just Deoxys and Lugia. Yeah, it's just not working. It's just something that I never really had to use. I won't lie, there could be a chance it might come back. Alright, old man, show me how to catch Pokemon, even though I just did. Yeah, like, they could say, go to, like, hey, guess what? The Pokemon Championship is coming. Bring your Switch with Fire-red Elite Arena. We'll give the Aurora and Mystic tickets events. TGTV. Ah, yeah, missing number. Honestly, that was key to me finishing the red and blue and yellow on my DS. And gold and silver Pokédexes too, actually. Just don't catch it! Oh yeah, the 3DS games for Red and Blue still had the missing number glitch. Gold and Silver still had the cloning glitch, which I also used and abused. Gus is at 9. Yep, PC boxes. I think it was you save in front of the PC box, deposit the Pokemon you want, holding the item you want cloned. Then you go to move box, and right before when it says saving, don't turn off power, you just turn the power off. Hi guys, the thing about the fact that I need to spend a lot of money to get a lot of Game Corner coins. A lot of trips to the Poke Center. Alright, I think we're just going to fight a trainer and just start leveling up Pidgey that way. Good news is that Caterpies only have Tackle. And Weedles can't poison Bulbasaur, I believe. Pikachu, on the other hand, will be a bit more of an issue. Right, alright, time for switch training! We have our bad bird and we're going to keep her. It's not a lot of healing, but it is constant, consistent damage. Hey, 2 HP back, it's not terrible. Also be really helpful against Metapod and Kakunas. Yeah, leeching moves are good until the opponent has Liquid Ooze. And it just hurts you instead of healing you. Or they use Psychic Noise and he can't heal for 2 turns afterwards. Well, yes, people tend to say, oh, Pokemon is just a thing of rock, paper, scissors. Yes, but also there's more to it than just spamming Earthquake. Bulbasaur's level 8, so 2 more levels if we can get Vine Whip and Brock will go down real fast. Meanwhile, we need to get Suletta up to 9 so we can finally learn Gust. I mean, granted, Tackle is a stab move, it's just not super effective against this area. My current team in Leaf Green is a 4 Pokemon team, doing a Blastoise, Dugong, Nidoking, and a Magneton. I've used Magneton a lot though. I haven't used Nidoking too much, so let me tell you, 1% chance of running into it in Leaf Green is awful. Because it's more prevalent in Fire-red. Hooray! Don't like fighting Weedles because of Poison Sting. But again, we need EXP. Because, technically once we beat Brock, Bulbasaur is going to still be with the team, but will be on the bench. Our team plans are Oddish, Scyther, hence the Game Corner coins, Growlithe, Shelter, hence more Game Corner coins for Flamethrower and an Ice Beam, Pidgey, which we already have, and Electabuzz. The theme of this playthrough is me being able to finally use Pokemon that I couldn't get in Leaf Green. So basically everything that I said minus Pidgey. I used Pidgey a lot already. But a toss-up was, but the choices were either Pidgey or Aerodactyl, and I went with Pidgey simply because we get it so much earlier compared to Aerodactyl. Because we don't get Aerodactyl until we get Surf. So that's like Koga, which is badge number 5. I like Pidgey's back sprite. I'm gonna be honest, I do like Pidgeot. I'm happy it got a Mega Evolution. I'm happy that its Mega Evolution is outright broken. How is it broken? Well, let's see. Its ability as a Mega Pidgeot is no guard, so everything doesn't miss. And it becomes a very strong special attacker. And it gets Hurricane. Need I say more? Yeah, so Hurricanes that never miss. Ever. Put this into perspective, Hurricane is 70 accuracy and 110 base power. It also has a chance to confuse, which is something that I think a lot of people tend to forget about. However, Hurricane does some fun things in weather. When it is raining, it never misses, just like Thunder. But if it's sunny, I think it actually has lower accuracy. Don't care though! Mega Pidgeot has no guard! Alright, you have 3 potions, 4 Pokeballs. Good. Never have too many balls. No. Megas were introduced in X and Y, with more being introduced in Omega Ruby Alpha Sapphire, and more being introduced in Pokemon Legends ZA. I was just saying that I liked Pidgeot, and I also like the fact that I got a Mega. I like Mega Venusaur too. It's like, oh, what's this? It gets rid of 2 of its weaknesses? Yes. Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire were the final main series games for Gen 6 Endless. For the DS run, yeah, because after Gen 6 you have Sun, Moon, Ultra Sun, and Ultra Moon. After that, it's Gen 8 and 9 on the Switch. Hooray. Ah. No, whose accuracy can't be lowered? Mine, because Kenai. There we go. See, she's just a late starter. Can't jam out if you're a Pokemon trainer. What does that even mean? Yeah. Yeah, people tend to say that Sun and Moon has the better story overall, whereas Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon are just better gameplay experiences. Honestly, pick whatever you want. There are some changes between the two versions. And it's more than just story-wise. I don't know. Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon were weird. Like, people were not happy when they came out because they were just kind of the same as Sun and Moon, and they charged full price for them, which is $40. Oh yeah, Gen 5 story was just like, alright, so you're about to fight guesses, yeah? What's he want to do to suit the main character? Straight up murder you. Oh. Like in Pokemon, right? No, as in he would very much like to strangle you to death. Yeah. People were like, "Oh, we want Gen 5 on the Switch, but we don't want a remake, so you just want a port of it." Yeah, but we want a port, but we want all the things we could do. If you want to do all the things you could do in the original Gen 5, then you would need a remake. I want a remake of Gen 5. Sure, you know what? Let's get ILCA to do it, just like they did with Diamond and Pearl. Just to out of pure spite with the fan base that complains about it. Also, if you want to know why I think they should do a remake instead of a port, it's because one of the key features of the game, actually a couple of the cross transceiver, for one, the intro link for another, which, hey, look, multiplayer Pokemon before Scarlet and Violet. And the final one was the Pokemon Dream World, which was a website where you could transfer your Pokemon from Black, White, White 2, and Black 2 onto the website online to essentially do mini games, get a bunch of berries, and get Pokemon with their hidden abilities and transfer them over to the video games. It was alright. Yeah, it was okay. I had some issues with it. Mainly the fact that I like to start the games over so much. The website was just not having any of that kind of stuff. I think past couple of times I had to restart on Black and White 1. I had to make a brand new profile on the website in order to even use it again. So I'm just going to have one game be essentially just the game sync thing and just call it a day. Hey, Bulbasaur got Find Whip. For a special attack. Hooray! Like, it wasn't a terrible thing, but then they decided to shut the servers down several years ago, so it's just like, if you want Gen 5 in its full capacity, they would probably have to do a remake in order to have those features back, or work around said features. Like, they're not super important to the game or majorly game breaking. Like, you don't need to do the whole game sync stuff and interlink stuff, as well as the whole join avenue in Black and White 2, which honestly was pretty nice. But it would be nice to have features like that again. And again, even if they don't, and if they just do a port and they just don't work like how they're supposed to, people just complain. But granted, people complain every time. Like, they complain about the fact that Fire-red and Leaf Green was $20 a piece. Hey, guess what? I bought lunch today at Arby's, and it costed me $18 for lunch. That satisfies me for one day. This here will satisfy me until whenever my Switch dies. And then people are like, oh, just use an emulator. Well, here's the thing about that. One, I don't like using emulators. No offense to people who do. Two, when the emulators are there to emulate the games, Nintendo usually shuts those sites down pretty fast. Yay, Gust. So they just become much harder to find. Yeah, I have 2 stab moves. But we have the stab super effective. Oh yeah, look at that damage output. I gotta say, it's nice to see the overworld sprites and avatars not super squashed. Finally, damage. Listen, tackle is still stab, it just does neutral damage to, it just doesn't have a super effective to it. Flying, on the other hand, hi, as long as we're not up against a Pikachu. Good lord. By the way, I did indeed see the Pokemon Direct today. It was nice to actually be able to watch it for once. And, most of the stuff that they flew by, I kind of figured was going to be shown. Which was Unite, Remix, the card game and Card Game Pocket. Nice that we got a date for Pokemon Champions. And it seems like they're going to be going with that probably for the format for the video game championships from now on, which will be interesting because then you have pretty much everything available. So on one hand, oh, that'd be neat to utilize Z moves, terrestrialization, and Dynamax, Gigantamax, and Megas, but then it's just like, we're just going to be seeing the exact same Pokemon all the time again. So it's like, yay! Gimmicks all in one game. Oh, great. Every Pokemon all in one game. Oh, yes, I like to see Jerry's team. Oh, what's this? It's basically these 6? Okay, what's his opponent's Tim's team? Oh, it's the exact same 6 Pokemon. And people wonder why I didn't why I really liked the Dex cut for Sword and Shield. Oh, thank God we didn't get poisoned. It's true! When they announced the fact that they were cutting out most of the Pokédex and not really having a national dex in Sword and Shield, so many people were so mad to the point where they were calling it Dexit, like Brexit when UK did their thing. And I'm just sitting over here saying, oh, thank God. Oh yeah, XE Gale Darkness is coming to the Switch Online services. I bet you were pretty happy about that, Caravan. Yeah, and it's just like, oh, finally we'll get some freaking creativity up in here. But then they released the DLCs and everybody just started using meta Pokemon teams, and it's just like, I'm bored. This is significantly less interesting now. Great. Listen, I don't mind people using their favorites, but it's just like, I don't want to see 5 people or 6 people in a tournament use the exact same team every time. Hi, Liam. Yeah. I forgot that Pidgey evolves at level 18. One day we'll hit. There we go. Well, they do have restrictions in place. It's just that most of those restrictions are just legendaries, I believe. Yeah, they do have restrictions. It's not just legendaries. It's also the fact that they can't have the same Pokemon on their team. Like, I can't run... Like, back in Sword and Shield days when I had my Steel-type team, I couldn't run both of my Kling-Klangs on the same team. Which really sucks, simply because of the fact that they had plus and minus for their abilities. There's also the Baby Cup, where you can only use baby Pokemon. More banned Pokemon. Eh. Oh shoot, I just breezed through that text. Whatever. Nice. Probably gonna beat Brock in like 2 hits. Smack. Hi. Heck yeah, quick attack, which is 5 points stronger than tackle in this game. Yeah, it's just a bit hard. Smack. Oh wow, it survived. Too bad it's an Onyx. I love Onyx, I really do. I love Steelix a bit more though, because Steelix just fixes everything that Onyx had issues with. Basically, it's crappy attack stat. Brock is down. Oh yes, we can now use Flash. Too bad I don't have Flash. Rock Tomb. Significantly better than freaking Abide like he had in the originals. Ugh. I assure you we'll probably be facing stronger challenges as the game progresses. Also, this will probably be Bulbasaur's last time being used. There's a chance we might use him on Misty, but eh. What's our money looking at? 5K? Only we didn't lose against Jose. Shame. Alright, we need 3 more Mons in order to get Flash. Yes, I like my running shoes, please. Thank God. Thanks, Mom. Oh wait, I forgot we need a lot of badges in order for stuff to obey us. Okay, yeah, we'll probably be using Bulbasaur quite often then. Later on, though, I'll be a lot more picky and choosy when it comes to trainer fights. So that we'll have someone to fight to level up our other Pokemon. I mean, we'll get the Versus Seeker, but still. In this case, over here, we're not coming back once we cross Mount Moon. At least on foot. Because Mount Moon freaking sucks. Okay, Quo reminds you of Rampopolo. I don't see it. I just find it interesting that the grass starter is another flying type, like Rowlets and Dartrix. And the water type starter is another lizard like Sobble, Drizzile, and Inteleon. And of course, there are a lot of people who are saying, please God, don't let them stand on 2 legs. My response is, please don't let the fire type be a firefighting. Do I want to run back? Yeah. Gotta save that money. God, this controls so much nicer than my aging DS. I do plan on buying Leaf Green, just not at the moment. Does this mean that I won't be playing my physical Leaf Green copy anymore? No. I am going to probably I am starting to fill up the Pokedex for both Gen 4 and Gen 5. And with that, I still need Leaf Green. Hey Ben, I'm gonna beat the shorts off of you. Like, if they release Ruby, Sapphire, and Emerald on the Switch, that'd be awesome. Where's Oddish? Well, shoot burgers. I have to beat Jose first before I can get Oddish. Also, I think I just used Leech Seed twice without knowing. I was not paying attention. I mean, it's just an Ekans. It's just a poison type. Poison types didn't get good until Generation 6 with Fairy. It's not true, I've always liked the poison type, but yeah, in Gen 3 they pretty suck. Oh, shoot. I should probably charge my phone up. Yep, each box will hold 30 Pokemon. So if you just catch, filling up 2 boxes will let you hit the 60 mark. But sometimes you're not going to catch, it will evolve. Goodness. I wish I could give Sword Stance to my Vileplume. So that way Sludge Bomb could be even more painful to my enemies. But the downside is that Sword Stance is a move tutor, and that's not until you get the National Dex and the Rainbow Pass. So it's just like, well, okay, I guess. Also, if you look at this dark spot right here, It's an item. You're not wearing shorts! Listen, buddy, if I could wear shorts at work, I would. Unfortunately, I can't. Ah, yes, Sparrow, the better bird compared to Pidgey. I like shorts. They're comfy and easy to wear. They are very comfy, though. No, I have to say, in 1 hour, we got our butt beat by a rival because he got a crit on his first move. And, we defeated our first gym leader and caught 2 Pokemon. And Suletta is on a warpath. Ow. Oh, look at that, back to full health. I love Leech Seed. Be nice. No. Give me your money. Give me your money so I can go to the gambling den. So I could buy a Scyther. Honestly, by the time I even get to where I can to sell it on, I should have a Gloom, Pidgeotto, and a Growlithe. By then, we'll definitely have a Bulbasaur, if not an Ivysaur at that time, in the box. Your heart, it means nothing, Metapod. I did an all-flying type team in Soul Silver once, and my Pidgeot had Heat Wave. It was great. Had a really, really close fight against Claire. My Gliscor managed to get off a poison jab. Got poisoned on Kingdra, dodged its either Hyper Beam or Hydro Pump. Aw, fudge. And somehow managed to take it down on red HP. This is why I wanted to get Bulba out and use Leech Seed. Okay. Okay. You know what? Just go into Suletta. Despite how she is in the actual anime, she is not into women in this game. Ha! Look at those strats! Sand attack to lower its sing, only for it to get disabled. Now it can still attack. Bye, Jigglypuff. That's it? Yep. Actually, can I find a Jigglypuff in this game? Oh, yes. Nah. We'll hold off. I won't catch anything until we get the full team. Hi, Magikarp Man. Six. 1,000 is for 50. Dang, we can only get 300 coins. Hi, Mount Moon. Hi, Zubat. Going to be running a lot in this. Bullet Seed. Yeah, the Zubat encounter rate is pretty nuts. But the level Suletta is currently, we outspeed anything and should be able to run away from everything. Crobat wasn't even that great either, and it couldn't even learn Fly. Sorry, not Crobat, Golbat. Yeah, it didn't get Fly until Gen 4. Crobat got Fly. I will say, if we do find a wild Clefairy, we will be catching it. Yay, evolution! And now 18 levels for its next evolution. Okay. 27 isn't terrible. Just kind of sucks that special attack's not going to be very useful. Low-key kind of tempted to teach it Hyper Beam. Because, you know, Hyper Beam is physical damage. Hi Paris, I know everybody hates you because of your typing and really terrible move pool, but I know. You a good bug. I like running my Parasite with dry skin. Parasite with dry skin is great because you get a water immunity, you heal from being hit by a water attack and in heavy rain. The downside is you're super weak to, you become weak to fire and you take constant damage in sunny day. But as a Parasect whose typing is grass and bug, you're already quad weak to fire. So you're not going to survive a hit from a fire attack regardless, so you know what? Might as well get that water immunity. Paris is not a great Pokemon. I won't lie. Granted though, in Gen 3, Bug just sucked. Like in Generations 1, 2, and 3, Bug just sucked. They had very common weaknesses. But the most really rough thing is the fact that their move pool was just awful. Woo, yay, something to sell. Let's go. Also our first instance with Team Rocket. Like, for example, Bug. Its strongest move was a Mega Horn, and it wasn't really used against a lot of, Bug type Pokemon didn't really get it. Literally only Rhyhorn and Rhydon, and a Heracross. There's Nidoking, Goldeen, and Seaking as well. But again, only Heracross benefited from the stab. Everything else, Signal Beam, 75 base power, not bad. Silverwind, 60 base power, not bad. Downside is, only one Pokemon learned Signal Beam in Gen 3, and that was a Volbeat. And Dugong? Why? Huh. And Silver was basically just ancient power, but bug. So yeah, like I said, bugs just didn't really get good until Gen 4 with the inclusion of Bug Buzz. I mean, there was the attack order for Vespiquen, but that was only for Vespiquen. Ooh, yes, poison powder. More damage over time. I have Voltorb. This Voltorb's not having a good day. But yeah, I have to say I am interested in what Pokemon Winds and Waves will give us. I wonder if they will do a battle gimmick. If not, I'm okay with that. If they do, cool. I think when I play it, I'll probably pick the grass starter. Because when I did Scarlet, I did fight Coco, which was fire. Which, I won't lie, I have been kind of tempted to replay Scarlet. The downside is that I haven't finished my current playthrough of it. Because I'm still doing the Teal Mask DLC. Or not Teal Mask, the Indigo Disc DLC. And I'd like to finish that. Yeah, Winds and Waves is an interesting name. It seems like water and wind may be a focus of it. Especially like water. So eat your heart out, Helwyn and Alola. IGN. Too much water, 7 out of 10. I can't remember, do I need 5 or 10 Pokemon for Flash? Might leave and refresh my Vine Whips because I only have 2. Ivysaur! Let's go. Yeah, we already have a rare candy. Yeah, we'll refill up our vine whips. I don't have an ether. But yeah, I might go with the grass Pokemon for wind/waves. WW. I will also say that I'm definitely liking the coloration a lot more compared to Scarlet and Violet. Not to say that they're bad, I just didn't particularly like the washed out look that it shared with the Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom and Breath of the Wild that it decided to go with. It might have been a lot less graphic intensive too, which is why they went with it. I don't know. Like, they did it with Sword and Shield with the nice bright... Hi Oddish, I need you. Bright colors. But then again, Sword and Shield's not an open world game. Scarlet and Violet is. Now people are saying that Paldea sucks because it's just a big giant empty box with nothing to do. It's just, I won't lie, yeah, some side quests might have been nice. But I'm also just really burnt out on open world video games. I'm trying to get back into them. But it's just, I think about, I don't want to play it. Thief! Oh, there's the ether. It's not... I wouldn't say too many choices, not enough time for me. For me, it's more of... There's just so much to do. And seeing how big the place is, it's just... How much is too much? I don't know, it's really hard for me to decide. Or to really say what it is that I'm just so burnt out with. Come on, Ivysaur. Hit that tackle up. There we go, buddy. Oh yes, back when Leech Life did 20 damage. Now it's 70. See more obligations to see everything. Yeah. Like, a lot of people praise the open world of Elden Ring, and I'm just like... A lot of this just feels pointless. And I've seen some people who are just like, Elden Ring's open world just sucks. Like, yeah, exploration is nice and all, but there's literally nothing else in it except exploring and combat. Like, say what you want about HUD and whatnot, but at least with Assassin's Creed, there was stuff for you to actively pursue and do. Same with The Witcher 3, there was stuff that you can do in the world. But due to the fact of how Elden Ring's world is, which is World torn asunder, not a lot of people. It makes sense why there's not a lot of people, but it really just kind of hurts. So that is definitely getting some power. By the way, the Silk Scarf item to boost the power of normal attacks is in the game. It's just on one of the Sevi Islands, so you need the natural deck, so beat the Elite Four, get 60 Pokemon, find the trainer, fight them in a battle, come back on a different day to get the scarf. So it's just like, what's the point? Yeah. Same with Nier Automata. Like, the world is essentially just dead. There's very little human interactions, even if they are human. A lot of people praise Nier Automata, and I'm just like, yeah, the combat's nice, the music is nice, the character designs are nice. But I'm not going to lie, the story to me just kinda sucked. I definitely prefer the story in Replicant and Gestalt. And that's okay. Do I agree that it's the game of the century? No. Does it irritate me that people say that it is when I don't agree with it? I won't lie, yeah, a little. Am I going to go out of my way to say, oh, you're wrong and here's why? Well, I kind of hate it when people do that, so I don't want to do that. First of 4 moonstones. Do I think Elden Ring is also the game of the century? No. It's not. Do I think Expedition 33 is the game of the century? No. That's just my personal opinion. Yes, I have my gripes with Elden Ring. I have no gripes with Expedition 33 at the moment because I haven't played it. Ooh, fancy. Alright, chat, what fossil should I take? Helix or Dome? I wish I could have both. Well, in this case, I was thinking about using Aerodactyl, but as I said, I went with Pidgey because Pidgey was significantly earlier in the game. Triple fly. Hey, I did a Leaf Green run when I had 6 flying types. Articuno, Zapdos, Moltres, Dragonite, Pidgeot, and a Gyarados. Ironically, all named after Witcher the Gundam Witcher Mercury characters. Heck yeah, Soletta, you break through that confusion. Yeah. They evolve at level 40. Oh, here's the boost zone. And while I do need evolutions to get the 60 Pokemon, that's not one of them. Second Moonstone. I am doing a Fossil Rock level 40 run in Soul Silver with Anorith, Lileep, Almanite, and Kabuto though. Also that moment when Scyther only learns one flying type and one bug type move with Fury Cutter and a wing attack. So it's just like, wow. I won't lie, Soletta is really here just for Fly. Wow, coughing? I've gone through games before without a dedicated flyer. And a dedicated surfer too, I believe. It's a bit of a hindrance, yeah, but it's nothing too bad. All hail Lord Helix! You know, in case one of your Pokemon got poisoned from the Grimer coughing dude. Like, well, it would have been. That's Mega Punch, Mega Kick, but then we can really learn them, so we're gonna pass them. Raspberry. Too bad you suck! Roar! Oh yeah. Oh, hour and 35 seconds. Let's go. Alright, so we have 2 options. One second. need to look something up really fast. What's PE stand for? Pikachu EV? Okay. Take my time? There's a reason why I'm kind of rushing. You take a look at my levels. I have 20 and 18, so I have two options here. I could either A, fight Misty, B, fight a rival and the Nugget Bridge people and get an Oddish. Screw it, Nugget. What up, Jose? Fight me! But wait, this isn't really me rushing. This is just standard time that I do. That's not bad. I just hope it won't disobey me. A Mr. Tackle is Tickle. Like, that's not the move. Vengeance on Charmander. Woo, Nelly! Good news is his last Pokemon's an Abra. Can't do jack. Just got swept by Pidgeotto. How do you feel? Oh yeah, Bill. That would be... I don't need your pity. Yeah, I'm gonna get Oddish now. That way I can use it on the trainers in Misty's gym. So that way it can get some good old-fashioned EXP. Suletta is on a murder spree. So, endless sub runs when I was doing, well, as in like buying a couple of Pokemon from the Game Corner, which is Dratini and Porygon. I had a couple of Pokemon who were already at their final evolutions by the time I got the Celadon. Like, steamroll! Yeah, I need you. Man, it's gonna suck trying to catch you. Too bad I can't poison powder you. But I can leech seed you. That's the thing. It wasn't even really grinding. It was just me just fighting the trainers on the way there. It just kind of happened. Crocodile before returning to M's lab? That's insane. Talked to my buddy Salik. He's like, yeah, I don't like Pokemon. I was like, why? Because I was still one route and I was just fighting Weedles with nothing to do. It's like, you go forward. So like, here, borrow Diamond or Pearl. He's like, oh, this is so much, but I was like, of course it is. Like, not to insult his intelligence, but man. Sometimes I wonder, though I have done stupid stuff before too. Before getting tired? No, but I do have to use the bathroom soon. Gust is nice because it doesn't do direct physical contact, so I won't have to deal with Poison Point. By the way, yes, I will be going with Vileplume. The reason why I'm not going with Blossom is because, once again, Blossom is post-National Dex. I don't want to use a Gloom and use it in the Elite Four. No, thank you. Welcome to the issues of Leaf Green and Fire Red, everybody. Some stuff you just can't use, so just gonna have to deal with it. You can't even really trade them over either, I believe. Because the entire Sevi Island storyline is all about you getting the Sapphire and Ruby in order to trade with Ruby and Sapphire. So if you trade something over to, say, Leaf Green or Fire Red that has that system set up, I don't know if they can go into Fire Red Leaf Green that hasn't beat the Elite Four yet, because they just don't have the National Pokédex. Alright, that was easy. Yeah, I'd like to join Team Rocket. Joke's on you, Ekans. Bite's a special attack. That still confused me. Alright, strategy for Oddish for weakening it. Use Leech Seed and just spam Poison Powder till it's close to death. Holy crap. We're 11 levels higher. There it is. No, we're not 11 levels. Instead, we're only 6. Oh. Mine. C does not work. Oh, we're in a little bit of a pickle now. That'll work. Hope its absorb doesn't heal it back. Nope. Alright, whittle this thing down. Woo! Woo! Let's go! I don't think 1,000 feet's that much. For the Oddish, it is. Ugh. Big flower. Smells like meat. Won't lie, would really prefer this thing to be hasty. Okay, modest ain't... It's not ideal, but it's certainly... Wow. That's a 10-point difference. It's not ideal because poison does physical damage and I was going to teach it Sludge Bomb. But it is definitely not terrible. Far from terrible. If this was Gen 4 where Sludge Bomb was special attack, then it'd be perfect. So it does 20 to 50 damage. Okay. Oh, it's Little Killer and Thief. That actually might not be a bad idea now. Its attack and special attack are the same. Same as defense. being able to hit psychics would be nice. And we're not really getting much use out of tackle. So yeah, let's teach a thief. It's just a dark move, a dark version of quick attack with that power. We could just give it a sand attack. Let's just give it a sand attack. Yep. Welcome to Gen 3 boobs. Stuff is just... Gen 4 really fixed a lot of stuff. I think you want Poliwhirl for Jinx. Yep. You're a Jinx for a Poliwhirl. I'm gonna ignore you. Go here? Well, you know what? I guess I've been getting lucky there, sir. Ooh. Hey, 500 coins. 550. Yeah, but how many times did you go to the game corner to buy stuff? Enough to freaking remember how much coins cost. Yeah, this thing here was one of the reasons why you need a wireless adapter. Not only for trading, but for crushing berries to make a powder to just make like vitamins and energy powder and whatnot. God, I have not been up here in years. Game link cable. Now, they said you can trade and battle locally, but nothing with internet, so... I'm gonna say that sucks, but it does like... But it's just... Yeah, oh well. It's just something I was never really able to use before, so it's not really much of an issue for me. Horsey! I love Horsey and Seadra and Kingdra. Bullet Seed! Dang it. Come on, Ingo, do your brother Emmett proud. Might name my Growlithe Emmett now. That was 20 damage. It's not too bad. Ingo's first kill, everybody. Woo! Oh, hey, I need one of those. The Battle of the Missus. Yeah, that modest nature is definitely kicking in. We probably won't have a Gloom for a long time. Because, looking at it, the only move we'll be missing out for Gloom would be, I think just Moonlight. And something else I forgot. and Pedal Dance, but we get Pedal Dance as a Vileplume, so it's just like, alright. Buddy, come on. Oh no! Well, bye Ingo. I probably should have switched him out just so I could get rid of the frickin' smoke screens. Yeah, well. Why do you only have $64 on you? Right, you're a swimmer. You don't have money in your speedo. Am I doing a Nuzlocke? No, I am not. I just wanted Ingo to get the kill so it can get more levels. Would I do a future Nuzlocke for this game? Honestly, probably not. Level 19 Goldine. Wow. You do have pecs. Let's see what boots he does. Ooh, crit. Another crit. Ingo's back and wants blood. Two tail whips, you fool! Heck yeah. Ooh. You overwhelmed me! Looks at my Oddish. Heck yeah, I did. Hey, Misty. Yeah, I'm planning on teaching Ingo Solar Beam and Sunny Day because it's got chlorophyll, so just outspeed one-turn Solar Beam. It's fine, just harden. Oh, oh, we were so close. We'll probably get her to use her potion though, so that's good. Yeah, good. Now she won't use that on her frickin' Starmie. I don't think her Starmie has psychic moves, but it does have Water Pulse. Four hits. Man, Ingo is just out for murder. He's like, I failed against that freaking shelter, but never again. Oh no, confusion. Haha! And a crit. I'm totally unneeded. Ow. Yeah, Bullet Seed is it. Well, this goes out for for all of them for the 2 to 5 turn hit moves. The thing with the 2 to 5 hit moves, it says 10 power, but you're always guaranteed to hit twice, so it's actually 20 power. Just same as the Zorbs, just doesn't have Zorbs. However, if you have Skill Link on the other hand, where you will always hit 5, and now it's full-blown 50 damage instead of 10 or 20. Let's Leech Seed you. Oh! Does he have another super potion? She does not. But hey, that's okay because I think Ingo will get all the EXP from this. What's up, Ingo? That's right, Ingo. Kill stealing! Oh, according to Keikaku! Oh man, that's great! Woo! Water pulse. Power of 5? Perfect. Take that, Misty. Yes, but here's the thing, Caravan. Ivysaur fainted. So, and when your Pokemon faints, they don't get EXP. So all that EXP went to Ingo. Yup. Also, Endless, in Gen 9, they introduced an item called Loaded Dice that increases the chance of getting 5 for 2 to 5 hit moves. I think it's guaranteed to always hit 4 times though, which is still really good. Like, yeah, there's still weak moves, though. But, Cloyster gets Skill Link. Mega Heracross gets Skill Link. Minchino gets Skill Link. That's a move I don't use too much. Pkmn Berry. You have gas? Cool, I have fire to destroy that gas. Oh, Machop. That's a Pokemon I'll never use because I can't use Machamp. I'll still catch it for the Pokédex, but it's just a mon that I just won't use.
Swallow your soul.
Okay, yeah. Looking at Gloom, Gloom gets Acid at 24. Moonlight at 35 and Petal Dance at 44. So yeah, I'll just... As soon as I get a Leaf Stone, we're just going to get a Vileplume. There's no point in us having a Gloom for too long. Growlithe is a bit more of an issue because I would not mind having Extreme Speed. Same with Cloyster because it gets Ice Beam as a shelter. Hence the reason why I will be doing a lot of money grinding because you can buy those at the game corner. Hey. Besides, Sunday will also help out Arcanine with fire attacks. Hey, it's youngster Joey! When'd you move over from Johto? He also has a Rattata. But fairly consistent. Ow. I do like Fearow. I was really happy that it got a drill run into later games. Alright, I'm gonna teach Suletta. Oh fuck, does Slowpoke have freaking confusion at this level? I'll find out. I'll teach Secret Power to Suletta and get rid of Tackle because it's just so much better. And hey, normal type stab, let's go. I can't get Slowpoke in here. Wow! Thanks, Ingo! Well, you're back at the pool. So you don't get frickin' Mega and Giga Drain. I'm not mad, sure thing, Dan Hibiki. I'll stop. Yeah, secret power is pretty strong, especially at this stage in the game. A lot of Pokemon can learn it. Don't need to worry about secondary effect, which is making secret bases in this game. All in all, it's a pretty good move. So I better call the ambulance, but not for me. Ingo's just holding a gun and it's not even sure how because it doesn't have hands. This just in, local oddish ruins. This just in, foreign oddish ruins local Geodude population. Yeah, I'm keeping Ivysaur around for both Flash and Cut. Because I will be teaching Cut to Scyther, because we will be needing that in the Sevi Islands. But honestly, after Rock Tunnel, we don't need Flash. We technically don't need Flash for Rock Tunnel in general. But I don't feel like bumbling my way through it this time. I'll just go brrr. Just let Ingo soak up the Intimidate. Head to Sumo. No poison. Dang it! Ah, well. We're at the tail end anyways. I think we have one more trainer after this. Also have a bunch of grass types. I think we'll be fine. Secret power! Secret power. Okay. Oh yeah, 70 attack power compared to our 35 tackle. Significantly better. Unfortunately, Suletta will probably only have so she might have wing attack because fly, while it is strong, is a 2-turn move, and it's just kind of eh. We have 2 trainers. Yeah, but let's just go up the hill. I'm thinking of teaching Suletta fly, wing attack, Double Edge, and potentially even Hyper Beam. Just for fun! Scyther will probably be Swords Dance, Aerial Ace, Cut, and Slash. I'm not going to teach it Fury Cutter because Fury Cutter's base power is 10. But it does get stronger the more you use it. The downside is that you have to keep using it without missing. And Scyther does not get Technician in this game. I just realized I could have just used a Patch Berry. Oh well. I can actually use an Ekans in this game because it's not Leaf Green. Please don't poison. Shoot, we just use Secret Power. Wow. Suck it, Chad. I'm the real Chad. I don't think Jose on the boat will be an issue. Neither will Surge because Ingo resists electric. And if need be, we'll just tag team Leech Seed Poison Powder again. Bop. That's the animation for knockoff. Listen, he may have fainted against that shelter, but he came back with a vengeance. Really excited to see what he's like as a Vileplume. Huh. Alright, that's interesting. So up on the D-pad opens up the menu, and left on the D-pad opens up the select button. Huh. Hey, Bill. Love how this wasn't expanded on until 6 generations later. No, I wouldn't say expanded upon, but yeah, definitely a thing. Hooray! Don't want to use bullets as stun spore poison powder because Machop most likely has guts, and that will just make it stronger. Ow. Wow, 41. To be fair, Thief is only 40 base power. Stop, I give up. Ingo is evolving into a gloom. Our cute boy went to this. Dig! Wow, Ingo's our strongest damage dealer. In terms of stats. In terms of moves, I think Suletta might be better because of the 70 powered secret power. Alrighty, I gotta use the bathroom, and it's 2 hours and 30 minutes, so I'm going to end the recording, not the stream, the recording. So, for the YouTube people, thank you for watching. Feel free to like and subscribe. If not, that's okay. We'll be doing more Fire-red. Bye-bye.